Hey guys, Dan with Sterling Self Defense and Badger. Badger less lethal. Say hi, Badger. Hi, Badger. All right, guys. Today we're going to be talking about VKSs. Now, a lot of shit going on with VKSs. Basically, a little history back in the VKS. They got real popular in the last 2 years. About 3-4 years ago, I was on Facebook. I was the only guy that had a VKS. Nobody else had a VKS. Everybody loved M17s back then. I liked M17s. I had those too. I had the M17 first, and then I got the VKS. When I saw the difference in quality, I was like, oh, this thing is phenomenal. So, but back then, M17 was $300. Can't beat that price point compared to 13, $12.99, $1,300 for the VKS. Big difference. I get it. And I was telling all the guys, come on, you got to move to these. I'm telling you, they're worth it. They're great. Blah, blah. Everyone's like, hey, you're freaking nuts. I can get 3 or 4 M17s for the same price. I'm like, yeah, whatever. So I started making videos and showing them, with the M17 back then, we're working their asses off. A couple people were getting 60 joules. That was very rare, but a couple people were getting it. And the VKS, right out of the box, 55, 60 joules, no problem. No mods, just turn the regulator up, that's it. Change the O-ring. So today I'm going to shoot a stock. I got a stock VKS here. Completely stock. I just changed the O-ring inside. I was keeping the O-ring in, and I went to make the video. First shot, the O-ring blew out. I'm like, of course. Okay, so I put a mil-sig in it, but everything else is stock. And basically, there's a lot of other guys out there. All they're doing is selling you a stock VKS, cutting the barrel in half, losing a shitload of power, and throwing some paint on it. And telling you, catch it all, crazy joules, and blah, yeah. No, it doesn't. 55 to 60 out of the box with the 12.5-inch rifle barrel. That's what it gets. You cut down the barrel, you lose power. And back then, I made the first shorty, cut down a barrel. I didn't go down to 6. Thought that was crazy, but I was going down 8. I thought, 8 was good. That was a pretty decent shorty. But it did lose a lot of power. So you needed mods to make up for them, and there were no mods back then. So recently, there were none. So that's why I never recommended going down to like a 6. A 6 would lose you so much power. It's ridiculous. But they didn't care. Those guys just care how it looks. And they just lie to their customers and say, yeah, it's 6-inch barrel, but it gets 5 times the power. Yeah. Fucking liars. All right, so I'm going to shoot. This one's cranked up all the way with a mil-sig O-ring. This is basically out of the box. Just as you'd buy it, crank it up, see what numbers it gets. Then we'll shoot mine. I got one over there. Mine's fully modified, though, with all the new mods. See what that one gets. All right, so I'll pull you a little closer. We'll get some numbers. So this is how you got it, brand new, stock. Not any work done to it at all. We're using HP. Let me load up. Sorry, forgot to load the mags. 8-gram HP 68s. These are all weighed. Which I know some of the older HP 68s are 7.8, but these are all 8s. I weigh them to make sure some of those old ones don't get mixed up and your numbers get all thrown off all over the place. It's a pain. They even made 6 grams at one point. Years like 2019, somewhere around there. They made 6-gram HP. I love those. I miss those, and I don't have any left. I wish I did. I prefer a lighter round. You get the same joules compared to an 8. It's just higher velocity, higher FPS. But when you do the math, the joules are the same. So, but they don't make them anymore, so it is what it is. All right. Air up. All right, all aired up. You guys see the numbers? Yep. All right, put this down. The glasses. All right, first shot of the stock. 402. 441. 392. 391. 391. Some weird word, I don't know what it's saying. 384. 383. 386. $385. $379. Ah, that's all. All right, so that was the stock. And HPs get 2 to 4 FPS higher than 8 gram joules. Just so you know. All right, let me load up same joules in mine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 8, and 10. All right, 10 HPs. Now, this one, it's only got an 8-inch barrel, but it's a VKS1 barrel, smoothbore, 686. So, lots more in that one. This barrel is 4.5 inches shorter than the stock barrel. But this is a smoothbore, and this has got all my modifications going on in it. But nice and short, very short. You know, let's see what we get. All right, you gotta see that I'm right in the way. All right, I'll try to stay out of the way. Air up. 502. 495. 489. 491. 489. 491. 489. 489. 486. 484. I should have counted. Ah, damn it, I knew it. That was 10 rounds. All right. Little 8-inch barrel. SSD. VKS1 barrel. Plus, it's not just the barrel getting that power. It's everything going on in there. So that's it. You know, that's your stock. That's what you're looking at. And a stock VKS, those are good numbers. You know, you're upwards of 60 joules. You know, with HPs, maybe able to get a little over. But good numbers. And that's really all you need. You know, you can get crazy with all the mods and get higher. But when it basically comes down to it, a stock VKS is pretty decent all by itself. You know, because upwards 60 joules, that's pretty much lethal. It's not even less lethal at that point. You know, basically, if you want a less lethal, you get a stock VKS, you turn it down to, you know, under 50, 45-ish, 40-ish, anywhere 35, 45, good less lethal where you don't have to worry about really killing anybody. But the way it comes stock, it'll do the job. So, all right. So just to let you guys know, you know, there's a lot of guys out there, you know, touting these really super high prices on VKSs, and besides the paint and a little optic on there, they're just charging you an extra $1,000 or $2,000 more for basically nothing, for a little bit of paint. And, you know, sights and paint, shit like that, you can do yourself. So, anyway, yeah, that's the VKS. And any other questions, hit me up in the comments. Stay safe. Hey guys, back with a little bonus. Figure I might as well shoot with a full-size barrel. Show you guys the numbers on that. That was the M4 that I was shooting. I just took the handguard off, took the 8-inch barrel off, and put on my 15, which is my VKS1 barrel. 11.5 with a 4-inch extension. Pop that on there. So we'll see what numbers we get out of these. All right. And a little history I didn't give you guys from before. So, you know, VKS has just started becoming popular in the last 2 years on Facebook. And a lot of guys got them in the last 2 years. So they know what all the stock ones do. But there's a lot of guys out there that really took advantage of everyone really starting to get interested in the VKS. That's where these guys, like DK guy came up with. You know, back when I was showing the VKS on Facebook, he didn't even know what less lethal was. He was on YouTube selling lightsabers. Star Wars lightsabers. You can look it up. It's insane. But anyway, so This one has got the full internals. It's the same gun as I just shot earlier with the 8-inch barrel. But now it's got a 15 total smooth bore. So I'll see what numbers we get. All right. Oh, looking for my mag. Mag loaded up. HP68, same thing. Ah, here we go. Oh, it's going to kill my trap, but it's erroring. Hold on. Come on. Come on. I got to turn it off and on. Too much power. Hold on. Let me reset it. See what does that. Now, guys, and for all you guys out there that don't have a chronograph, you really need to get a chronograph. A chronograph is a must. You want to set your gun to what you're comfortable at. If you don't have a chronograph, you don't know what it's shooting. Especially if you're buying off other guys, you know, they can tell you it's going to get whatever you want to hear. Doesn't mean that's what it's getting. Now, the Caldwell is a good one. Great precision. You can, it's set really well. Not real expensive. I think Amazon's like 128 bucks, something like that. But if you get one, you got to get the lights up top. If you don't get the lights, it affects it. It'll throw the numbers off. So you got to have the lights so it gets a good scan. But I really recommend, if you're going to get into these guns, get yourself a chronograph. Know what you're shooting. It's super important. Because without chronographs, you have no idea. You know, some guys are like, oh, I can feel the difference. I know about what the jewels are from the kick. No, there's no way to know. I've shot hundreds of thousands of rounds, and I can't tell you between, 40 and 100 joules what the difference is. No idea. All right, here we go. 544. 544. 539. 544. 537. 535. 536. 538. Oh, God, that's loud. All right, there you go. That's with the longer barrel. All right, guys. See you on the next one.